I've decided that today I'm just going to talk about something that I recently kind of fell into my lap and I really enjoyed. And oh, hey, there he is. And I want to talk about that for several reasons. First of all, one of the things that we need in order to love ourselves, we have to know ourselves, and in order to know ourselves we have to focus on ourselves, and we have to turn all the focus on ourselves, and we also have to invest in ourselves. So one of the things I do, and again, these are the things that I do and works for me, and we all, but what things that works for me might not work for you guys, but I'm just sharing because it might works for some of you, it might works for not the rest, right? But I want you to know at the end of the day, at the end of everything, we are all looking for happiness, right? What makes me happy might be different from what makes you happy. But loving ourselves and making time for ourselves and investing in ourselves is one thing that we all can agree that can make us happy, even if it's not for you. I think we all strive for love. We all want that love. I believe that we all have the one person, the one being that loves us unconditionally, and that's us, our inner being. And that's what I preach, coach, teach. So that said, one of the things that I do that is also on the list, and I will talk about it in another episode, but is reading. So I spend a lot of my time, hi Mateen, hi Pezhmun, a lot of my time reading and actually audiobooks. I usually use audiobooks because I'm doing other stuff, but I invest a lot of my time on reading books, and mostly self-improvement books, philosophy, religion, things like that. But I'm a sucker for good novels, especially magical fairy tales. And Harry Potter is my favorite book of all time. I think I've read it in 3 different languages, listened to it 100 times, and I still do. Lord of the Rings. Again, I love fairy tales, but today I want to talk about this book called The Handsome Twist. And if you guys remember, a couple months ago, I brought one of my friends. I can call him friend now. At that time, I just knew him, but today I'm actually honored to call him a friend. So I brought this guy. He called himself the modern poet, and we talked about his life and everything that he went through and how he find happiness. So I got to know him. I got to talk to him offline, and I got to know a lot about his story and what he went through, everything that he went through from his childhood. What you saw on camera, what you saw live, maybe 10% of what we talked. So I know a lot about him. Again, not a lot, but comparing to what you saw on the camera. And again, I'm going to put the link here so you can actually go and watch it. But I'm like, my obsession, if you don't know it by now, my obsession is people who've gone through crazy shit in their life, but they come out brighter, happier, shinier, on the other side. And what I always say is that we are not our history, we are what we make of it. So, and hi Tanya, I call myself a professional reader. So, hi baby. So I read a lot, and a lot of people that I know, they're actually writers. Some of them are known writers. So they send me their stuff, and I always read them. And when it's good, I always tell them, oh, thank God it's good, because I don't need to say it's shitty, So, and I want to be honest. But first of all, I got his book because I knew his story. But the first reason was that I wanted to support him, right? That's what you do, you support people around you, people that are in your circle. And I liked it. But when I started reading it, Oof, my God. I think I actually texted him and told him, if you're here, I think Pezhmun is here. So I actually texted him right away and said, oh, thank God, this is good. And I was just reading maybe like first chapter. So I don't know how to describe it. If you're not a reader, I suggest get this book and read it. If you're a reader and if you like a good story and fairy tale, especially dark fairy tale, again, get this book and read it. It's written amazingly. It's an amazing book. It's called The Handsome Twist. I will put the link in the comments or after I'm posting this video. But one of the most important things that I want you guys to do, besides that I'm asking you to support him, because he's an artist and he's a damn good one. And I hope to God he won't end here and he would still write. I'm waiting. I haven't even finished it yet. I'm halfway there. I think I'm like in a half, chapter 7 and a half. I don't want it to end. It's been so amazingly written. And there is this line he has in the book that talks about how we change our negative state or negative energies. And in the book, he says, we take what happened to us, whatever hardship happened to us, and we create art. And I think he truly managed to do that. He truly have managed to take what he went through. Again, I know because I know what he went through. And he created this beautiful story. And I want you all to first support him. Second of all, I want you to read this amazing story and learn and see, no matter what you go through. And he went through a lot. And as you read, you will know, you will uncover. But this is it's like being on this roller coaster of, I don't know if you've been on a roller coaster. I love amusement park and I love roller coaster because there's times that you go, everything is going up, you're going up and you're good, but you something is coming and then something is coming and you're going. It's an amazing roller coaster. I think the last novel that I read that excited me this much, I don't even remember when it was. Again, I love Harry Potter. I've been reading Harry Potter all my life, since I remember it came out, not all my life. But, I recently, at least for the last couple of years, I haven't read any novels that excite me as much as this did. And again, it's all because every step of the time, the story, the thing that he went through and how beautifully he described it. And now I understand, because when I started talking to him, the first time I asked him, what do you call yourself? What do you want me to call you on the poster? And he told me the modern poet. And I was like, okay, why does he call himself a poet? But believe it or not, it's beautiful. It's amazing poetry. But again, I cannot say enough. It's a beautiful story. And right now, we all need this. We all need the fairy tales, We're sitting home in this time, and I'm sure, I don't have a TV, I don't watch TV, but I'm sure a lot of you are tired of watching Netflix or Hulu or whatever you guys are watching, or the news. Oh my God, God forbid the news. So I suggest get this book, The Handsome Twist, read it, and also, comment about it, talk about it. This is for you all in general. Another thing for my Persian friends and those who love Persian food, I have to say, I've never ever heard a better description of korma sabzi. Like, I know if you're Persian, you know what it is. I know if you had a Persian friend, you know what korma sabzi is. To be honest with you, I hated korma sabzi all my life. Not recently, like a couple of years ago, I started eating it, and I was like, how dumb, how stupid was I? This is the best food on the planet. But I could never, anyone, like, if, again, you Persian people, when someone asks you to describe it, you're always, you're always like in lack of word. So he describes this food amazingly. And another thing about this book is that, again, it's a fairy tale, it's a real story. Well, as he says it, what is real really, or what is fairy tale, we don't know, right? But for people who lived in Iran, who've been in Iran, who know the situation in Iran, you can really relate to the way he describes it in a form of fairy tale, and it's amazing, it's beautiful, and it's so, it's so relatable. Even if you're not, it's just like, it's very relatable how he describes this evil force that try to control people and kill their happiness. And then there is my LGBT friends. All of you should read this book, because I promise you, every single one of us are going to be able to relate to this story. You might be surprised how this story can relate to yours. So again, my first request is, I want you to support him. All of you, anyone who sees this live or video or later, I want you to support this guy and buy his book. Not because just to support him, because it's really good. He's really good. His story is really good, and it's going to add to your life. It's going to add, how many, I believe, there are so many books out there, you don't need to read them all. I'm a kind of person, I read 10 pages, and if it's not good, I just put it aside, because there are tons of other good books out there. It's not like a movie that you spend like 2 hours of your time. But with a book, you at least spend 24 hours of your time, so it better be worth it. And again, if you guys know me, I don't advertise for anything. I don't even advertise for this guy. I just love this story. Pezhmun, if you're here, I'm sorry, I don't advertise for you. I love this story. I love this book, and it's just like it's like good food. And the reason that I said, because I'm a bodybuilder, I'm in prep right now, everything is food, and I don't want it to end. So I've been like, I read like half of it day one, and then I stopped, and I was like, no, I'm gonna read maybe 2-3 pages every day. But again, get this book, Handsome Twist, and read it, and let me know. I want you to write back to me, and thank you for all of you that do. I get a lot of great messages, and I'm always humbled of the love you guys give me. So that being said, that's it for today. Before I go, Wednesdays on Instagram Live, I have a collaboration with another coach, and we talk every week, Wednesdays at 6 p.m. Pacific. We talk about different subjects. And my ID is todayismylovestory at all social media, or either Allah Najat, but on Instagram, Today is My Love Story. My website is todayismylovestory. And that's it. I want you to, if you want, it would be amazing if you could join us, watch our video, like our videos, and I'm also gonna leave the link to the interview that I did with Pezhmun months ago here. Please subscribe to my channel, like my videos. It helps me a lot with YouTube algorithms, so I will forever be thankful. So wherever you guys are, whatever you're doing, just know I love you very, very much. I'm Alaha, and today is my love story. Love you guys.